A lot of news tonight concerning the shape we're in these days, the nation's economy, and what we're about to report was evidence enough to some people today that the U.S. is now firmly officially in a recession.
Maybe Daddy can show you how.
The owner of this
Can you do it on the, look, see the wheels? See the little groove? Goes like that.
drop in income for the first quarter that was a surprise result that rattled Wall Street. Consumer confidence, we learned today, is at a 26-year low. And Frontier Airlines has gone bankrupt, but it is still flying tonight while it rearranges its business. And it doesn't help the U.S. economy that the biggest fleet in the air, American Airlines, has hundreds of aircraft forced to stay on the ground. Hundreds more canceled flights today in this.
No. You've got to lift up the bridge.
Again tonight, Tom Costello.
Did it get stuck on the bridge?
Hi, Brian. The total number of flights canceled today is 600. That's down from about 1,000 yesterday. And while the frustration level did seem to drop a bit today in the airports, we did have another airline declare bankruptcy. In American Airlines' hub cities of Dallas and Chicago, quieter terminals with fewer stranded passengers today.
We canceled today here. That's considerably less than what we canceled in the last 2 days.
We're being back to normal after a 4-day travel nightmare.
If I had to do it, I would have got on a train, and I'd be halfway to my destination by now.
All of it the result of Americans' failure to properly comply with an FAA airworthiness directive that expired in early March. The FAA orders are not unusual. Virtually every commercial plane in the sky has airworthiness directives to comply with. 88 on file for the MD-80, 275 for the Airbus A320, 518 for various 737 models. The orders range from replacing an oxygen mask and hose to more serious issues regarding flaps and stabilizers. Airlines are given days or years to comply, depending on the severity. Now the inspectors union predicts the FAA's new audit, examining whether airlines have complied, could lead to other groundings in the weeks ahead.
Which means that flights will be canceled, and people are going to be stuck waiting, and it's not going to be a pretty summer.
Making matters worse, the entire airline industry is bleeding cash from high fuel prices. Today, Frontier Airlines declared bankruptcy, the fourth in 2 weeks, though it insists it will continue flying. The advice from travel experts, it might be wise to consider travel insurance for this summer's vacation.
At least you'll get hotel rooms and meals and then covered if this happens again in the peak summer months.
Well, the airline industry will be the topic of conversation at the president's cabinet meeting on Monday, and by then there may be even more to chew on because it appears that Delta and Northwest are getting close to a merger. Brian?
Tom Costello starting us off.
You want to let us go for a mile or two?
Thanks, Tom. And back to this GE story we mentioned at the top of the broadcast. A negative earnings report that surprised investors sent this network's parent company stock tumbling down $4.70 a share, almost 13% of its value, closing at just over $32. That pulled the rest of the market down. The Dow lost more than 256 points in the day. From CNBC, Scott Cohn is with us tonight. Scott, I heard somebody over there today say that GE's so diversified, it's like a mini S&P 500. What happened to GE?
Well, first of all, the loss of the stock, as you mentioned, the big important company with the big important stock that was the worst one-day loss for that stock since the 87 crash. But essentially, GE has a lot of interest in commercial real estate. Just like people are having trouble selling their homes, GE had a lot of trouble, and hard and fast, selling commercial real estate. It hit the company so hard that this normally...
Send it this way, Charlie.
The company missed its own internal profit target just in the first 3 months of the year by about $750 million.
Send it this way.
It's not just real estate. People are buying
Try it the other way.
and hospitals are having trouble paying for GE's medical equipment, and there is a slowdown.
Yeah, we know these are bad times. One stat I left out earlier, there's a projection 200,000 banking jobs will go away this year. Where does this GE news fit?
Well, it's more evidence, Brian, that we are in a recession. This is a company, as you said, it's a mini S&P 500. In other words, it is so different. Businesses from light bulbs to power generation to the media.
It's unusual for GE, yeah.
In a slowdown. It also means that this company, the biggest U.S. company getting hit hurts the U.S. dollar. That means your dollar buys less. That means inflation.
You can put some cards on your
One of those GE divisions over at CNBC headquarters. Scott, thanks for that. The Clintons are back in the news tonight. The
Take my
candidate
cup.
for president